Victor?
All right, Kevin, thank you. Small business owners, they're trying to make some tough decisions based on President Trump's ever-changing tariff policy. Joining me now to discuss is Cher'Don Reynolds. She's the owner of She Prints It. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And so, do you source from China?
Yes, we do source from China. I would say maybe about 60% of the goods that we have, particularly electronics, hard goods like mugs and things like that, come out of China.
60%. Okay, so what's your reaction to the exemption for the electronics, the smartphones, but not some of the other things that you bring in?
Yeah, what I see immediately is an opportunity for him to make good on promises he made to his billionaire friends. Because the reality of it is small business owners don't make iPhones. Small business owners don't make cars. And so all the things that he's working to make right are not making a difference for the majority of us. It's strictly putting more money into the pockets of those who are already making billions.
145%. Are you seeing those prices increase already?
Absolutely. We are literally have orders that we've already placed that those suppliers are coming back to us and saying, hey, now it's going to cost you this. Now it's going to cost you
so
that.
So retroactively, they're changing the prices?
Retroactively, because those items have not arrived here yet, right? So we're dealing with that day to day where we're quoting a client one day for a product, and then the very next day we have to give them another quote, and then coming back and saying, okay, maybe not that. And that roller coaster is not something that we can survive on as small business owners.
Yeah. Do you have to pass 100% of that on to the client?
Not 100% of it. Okay. So if we're purchasing blank items, then we get to eat some of that cost on our side when we're actually in-house printing things. But that then takes away from our profit margins. And so for some, like a billionaire, a profit margin is more, they're more focused on putting that back into the board, right? And them having big bonuses. For me, those profit margins keeps our lights on, allows me to employ people in the community, allow me to create grants to give back to other small businesses. So when I start taking from my bottom line, it takes away from more than just a board member's bonus. It takes away from things that make a difference in the world.
3% of businesses owned by black women survive beyond 5 years. And we know also that businesses owned by people of color have slimmer profit margins because of challenge with access to capital and several other reasons. Do these threaten just the basic health of the business, not the momentary challenge of the price, but being able to stay in business? Absolutely.
For me in particular, as a black woman-owned business, I was literally in the midst of the fight of the DEI rollback. Right, and so in the middle of that fight, losing over 6 figures in business because companies were pulling back their efforts to do business with us, we're now fighting this tariff. And it's only but so much we can withstand before it collapses. I'm here to fight the long fight, but it's also bigger than just China. A lot of times the conversation is centered around that, and yes, that impacts my business. But there's other tariffs that we're unsure about. And I'm not just focused on what's best for my business. I'm focused on what's best for all small businesses, because at the end of the day, we are the backbone of economics here in America. We employ 96, 97% of Americans. And so if we can't sustain our businesses, the economy will break. And we will move from there being 1 to 3% to maybe just 3 to 4 people owning everything based on how he's structuring his policies now.
All right, Cher'Don Reynolds, thank you so much for coming in
and
explaining it from a small business owner's perspective. Important to always have you as part of this conversation. All right, we're following breaking news.